Weddings are all about magic. And that's something you should feel on your first visit to the venue where you plan to say I do. It's really impossible to capture the magic we have here at Falling Water Gardens, but we hope this virtual tour will be a spark to set your imagination ablaze. There are things you'll find in Falling Water Gardens that simply don't exist elsewhere. There are more than half a dozen unique water features and koi ponds, in addition to the labyrinth and multiple ceremony and reception options, but we'll get to that. This is the Dolmen Water feature. Think Stonehenge with a waterfall, popular for photos. It's one of the things that makes us Falling Water Gardens, and is one of several photo op locations you can visit without having to leave the grounds here. Next, plan to visit our lake, 100,000 gallons, with a seating area and a stone walkway. This area and the rest of the nursery are lit up at night and accessible to guests for the entire event. Up front is a guest favorite, the display koi pond. This is popular with kids and adults alike. Guests can feed these beautiful fish, and it is a wonderful memory for your wedding goers. Just check our Instagram after your wedding and see how many people have posted from right here. Between the two main ponds, you're likely to meet one of our free-range roosters or one of several cats. The peacocks and pigeons are in the aviary, but the roosters may keep an eye on guests as they visit the grounds. This is the upper lawn, one space that can be used in several ways. It's adjacent to the footbridge and archway, which are popular wedding ceremonial locations for smaller weddings. With the bamboo on one side and trees on the other, and the stream bubbling in the background, this is a wonderfully intimate place to exchange rings. The upper lawn also hosts cocktail hour for many weddings, as the bar is located here. We have a kegerator with dual taps and an incredibly flexible alcohol policy. We don't have restrictions on bar vendors, unlike some venues that only allow beer or wine, limit cocktails, or require weddings to use their in-house vendors. Next to the upper lawn is our stunning raised lily pond, both a part of the on-site aquatic nursery, but also a striking showpiece and an unforgettable place for photos. Across from the upper lawn is our catering and vendor prep area, hidden behind tapestries during the summer season. As with our alcohol policy, we don't have restrictions on catering. We allow you to bring your caterer or even self-cater if you choose. Working a little closer to the main venue, we have our one-of-a-kind labyrinth. Many couples have used this area for a striking first look, and we've even had a wedding here. It's another wonderful experience for guests, and a good place for the kids to burn off some energy. Just above the labyrinth are our glamping tents. These are sensationally decorated and large enough to accommodate the bridesmaids and groomsmen separately, so they can prepare for the big day. The tents have power and privacy and are simply a joy to be in. From the tents, you'll be able to spot our little herd of goats and alpacas and our lovable livestock dog Kopek. They're friendly and always happy to greet guests as they arrive, as the goats live next to the parking. It holds up to 220 vehicles with easy access to the venue. Now, the jewel of the facility here, our formal sunken wedding garden. This is where most of our weddings take place and where most couples have their reception. It's designed to be in flower for the entire wedding season, with the colors shifting slightly as we roll from late spring into summer. We have tables and chairs for up to 200 guests, with a 30x50 tent ringed with perimeter lighting and a pair of chandeliers. 2 additional tents in the corners of the garden are typically used by a DJ or for a buffet. There's a dance floor here, and the tent is set on concrete. At the edge of the garden, we have lawn games like giant chess and checkers, cornhole, giant Jenga, bocce, and croquet. Now, if you've done wedding tours elsewhere, you're probably used to the a la carte setup where all these things are options available at an extra cost. Not here. Everything you've seen so far and everything we have is included at one price. Including our closet of extra stuff like a PA system, photo booth, easels for signs, gold chargers, white vases, candelabras, and more. We can condense it all down to this. Number 1, there's magic here that will have your guests talking for months. Number 2, bring your caterer, bring your DJ, bring your bar. If you can dream it, you can do it here at Falling Water Gardens. You can find us on the Wedding Wire and The Knot. Check us out at fallingwatergardens.com for more information, and for more inspiration, visit our Facebook and Instagram.